All right, welcome back, guys. So we're working on my Mercedes Benz R500. What we're trying to work on is the rear brake pads. They've been worn out, and of course, I'm getting the message at the dashboard service workshop because the rear pads are wearing off. And typically, it's because of the sensor. So we're gonna change the brake pad sensor, and the brake pads on my rear wheels. All right, stay tuned. We're gonna remove the wheel. And then we're gonna we're gonna follow all these steps, and I'll show you that. Stay tuned, please. Thank you. All right, welcome back, guys. So we're gonna work on this Mercedes-Benz R500. As you can see, it has that brake wear visit workshop message. It means we need to change the brake pads or the rotor possibly. But I have already checked, my rotors are good. We just simply gonna change the brake pads. All right. Let's just start off with taking the tires, and then we're gonna follow through the steps, which I will show you in the video. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, got the wheel off, got it on the jack stand. So every time you want to open this, there's a cap right here. You can just use one of the screwdriver and take that thing off. Once you take that cap out, all right, so here it is, and there's one at the bottom right here. I'm gonna have to use my screwdriver. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, got that cap off. Now in here, it's 7mm Allen key you could use, or T45, if you have T45 torque. So in that case, let me see. There we go. So I'm just gonna crack that open quickly. I'm gonna need both of my hands to do that. Once I crack that open, after that, next part would be taking this clip off. All right, and after that we will have this caliper remove and slide out the brake pads. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, I got those pins, the screws out. It's loose. Now the only thing you're gonna do is just slide it out. Now you can just go ahead and take this clip off. Always a difficult one. All right, so let me get this clip out of here, and then there we go. All right, so please don't destroy it, because you never know. In my case, the one I got in the kit, in the new kit, while I was changing, you never know. I mean, like, this clip is in good condition. I can use it, reuse it. I mean, if my new one doesn't really fit right, or if the size is wrong. So you always want to save your parts, honestly. Since it's OEM, I'd rather use it. It's in good condition anyway. All right, as you can see, so my brake pads are literally almost gone. Here's the back view right there, if you can see it. I hope you're good, but anyway, let me get this brake caliper off, and I'll show you my old brake calipers. Just to cover some basics, this is my brake wear sensor right here. So I just unplugged it. I'm gonna put the new one anyway. So you can just use a nose plier, something to pull this off, and then you should be good, because we're gonna replace this. If it's not destroyed, you can always reuse the same one, but in my case, I'm just gonna use the new one anyway. All right, so let me get this sensor out, and then we're gonna open this brake caliper. All right, guys, so as you can see, these are the pins, the 7mm Allen key right here. I just slide them out. Now we can go ahead and remove our brake caliper. It's kind of rusty and old. I'm gonna need both of my hands to remove this. All right, let me just go ahead and remove this. I'll show you what's next. All right, so I got that brake caliper off. This is my old nasty brake pad in there. All right, let's take that off. Oh gosh, all this in my both hands. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pull this out. But as you can see, there's a brake the sensor, rear sensor right up there. And I'm gonna take that out as well. So here's the better picture of this boring brake pad, which is kind of stuck in there. As you can see, it was almost gone. Let me take that out. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So this is my old brake pad right here. It's pretty thin. Almost got to the bottom of it. Gonna go ahead and take this thing off. I don't really need it. My new pads came with the whole kit, so I have the new sensor app that I can install. And now we're gonna do side-by-side comparison. As you can see, these are my new brake pads, and here's the other one. All right, so let's do this just to show you better. Haha, can't you see? Big difference, right? All right, let's get to that. All right, guys, just to show you, this is my new sensor right here with the new brake pads. All you want to do is just slide it on, and it sits down right there. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put this back in the brake caliper. But before I do that, I want to clean my brake caliper right here. As you can see, I just want to go ahead and clean it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and install the new brake pads with the new sensor. All right, guys, just to show you, so I pushed the piston back. Of course, I was using a C-clamp, so I pushed the piston back all the way. Now we are ready to go ahead and install the new pad with the clips. Gonna go in there, and then we're gonna connect the one of the rear sensors. Of course, it's hooked with the brake pads, as you can see right here. I'm gonna go ahead and insert that in that and connect the wires and put this brake caliper back on. So I just want to show you. So I just slided the brake pad in there. This is the wiring for the brake rear sensor. We're just gonna go ahead and slide it on, and I will insert my other brake pads over here, and then we're gonna slide this brake caliper back in its place. All right, guys, just want to show you. So I hooked up the bottom one first. I inserted in that hole, and I'm pushing this with one hand from the top corner. Let me take that out. Just kind of stuck in there. There we go. And let me just push. Oh, god damn it. All right, let me take this out. There we go. Need both hands. Can't hold the camera and do the job at the same time, but this is how it's supposed to go. So remember, they go in this hole right here, and then these slides out. Never put them in there, otherwise your brake caliper will be falling. Okay. All right, so we are good and secure. The last part for us is just go ahead and tighten these Allen key screws in there. We're gonna tighten them up all the way. Start the vehicle, pump the brakes at least 3-4 times, put the tire back on, of course, and we are done here. We hope you like this video. Please give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe, be a part of our community. Again, we're gonna make more videos just to save you some money, and I highly recommend looking out for our more videos. We work on all kind of cars. So as my brother, shout out to Mr. You Can Do It, and we look forward to seeing you with your feedback. Let me know what was your challenge or how convenient it was for you, and what else you would like to see us work on. Please subscribe. That means a lot to us. So if anytime we are making any video, you will be the first one to get the notification on that. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye. All right, guys, so the wheel is off. So now if you look right behind your caliper, so there's this cap right here. So you gotta, it's plugged in like this. So you gotta remove this cap, and then there's an Allen key for 7 mm. That's what you wanna use to break that loose. And here's, I'm gonna insert that. There's a bolt. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna just crack that open. I'm gonna need both of my hands to do that. So once you get this cracked open, your brake caliper will come loose, and then you can remove this top part and your pad will slide out. Okay, let me go ahead and knock this out of the way so I can show you what's next. All right guys, so I got the bottom one also cracked loose. I'm gonna just take those bolts out, and then we will have clear access to the brake pads, and we can remove this cover from the brake caliper and slide the pads out. All right, stay tuned please. All right guys, just to show you before I proceed with next step, so I took the pins out, right, just slide them out. All right, so now you have clear access. Next thing would be just is removing this clip which is holding the caliper, and I just had that out. I'm gonna just, there we go. So now your caliper is good. All you want to do is just use a hammer or maybe a strong screwdriver, pry bar, something, and this thing you can just knock this off. It will slide out and your brake pads will be released, as you can see. All right, let me knock this out and I'll show you my brake pads. All right, so as you can see now, I'm about to take the brake caliper off. There we go. And of course my brake pads were very bad, almost finished right up there. All right, I'm gonna remove this brake pad also and get my new set of brake pads. Oh my goodness, it's kind of like stuck. All right, let me just go ahead and remove this, and then I'm gonna get my new parts and the sensor ready. All right, stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right guys, as you can see, my old brake pads were pretty worn out. Very bad though, almost finished anyway. No wonder why I was getting the lights and everything, but anyway, they're really bad. Good thing that we're doing it anyway. And here's my brake caliper. We're just gonna push this piston to the back, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and install the new brake pads in there. All right, stay tuned please. All right guys, so as you can see, new versus old. This is my new part versus old part versus new one, then the old one. Definitely needed to be done. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the brake pads in it. So the way we're gonna do it, before I do that, I'm just gonna apply some grease on them, anti-squeak, and then we're gonna go ahead and put them in the caliper. All right, stay tuned. All right guys, so I applied some anti-squeeze and grease. One of them had a clip, so I just slide it in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slide the other side onto this brake pad. There we go. All right, good. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead, as you can see the pin right there, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these pins so it will be all in contact, and we are pretty much almost done here, except for one part would be, just the last part would be adding this new clip right here. I'm gonna open this clip and slide it on. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to do that.